right, brothers and sisters, we are back with another father and son discussion, and we got Lord Lamont in the building.
Hey everybody.
Yep, and thank the current subscribers, like I always say, current subscriber, new subscriber, anybody that view, we thank you, and we are back to speak on some hip hop. And Lamont said he has some hip hop information. Of course, I got some things that I wrote down. Excuse me if my voice too loud or it sound a little echoey. But we chilling, so we in the cut, You got to make your home your sanctuary. So I'm trying to make it more comfortable. I kind of changed it up, but we gonna let we're gonna speak on a lot of things like we always do. But we're gonna start off with hip hop, and Lord Lamont has some information. Then I'll get to some stuff I got jotted down, and I actually wanted him to look up something, but we'll get to that later. All right, what's the first hip hop information you had? And I got some positive stuff I wanted to speak on too.
Congratulations, YFN Lucci's getting released. The internet in hip hop's going crazy.
Okay.
I already know Skinbone's gonna do a skit. He was saying something about it. He's a real popular black social media influencer and content creator. Yeah, he's had some good hits.
Some positive. I know everything will be positive, but he got some.
All in all, his music's pretty positive. It's it's pro black music.
Okay. Yeah. This songs that we'll remember. That's something I always speak on. Songs that we remember. Like some of the songs Tupac, many others. Some songs that DMX made. Just certain songs we always remember. The good things, the good heartfelt songs. Anybody?
Right. A good song can change your whole mood.
And salute to, say his name again. I don't want to just
YFN Lucci.
Okay, salute to him.
Niggas.
Yep.
Yeah, he was with Tig Records. Debuted in 2014. He had a mixtape called Wish Me Well. It was pretty good.
Any female rappers? Any sisters?
I just saw this newer rapper. What was her name? She was on Off the Radar. She was rapping way different, and she looked way different.
What's her name?
I'm trying to figure that out. But she wasn't like other rappers.
I like that. I like different.
Right. Let's see if I can find her.
Yeah, I'm starting to see more and more AI hip hop videos, some R&B. I seen a Michael Jackson one today. Even though I don't really care for the AI, I don't like seeing Michael in that AI. But this particular one I saw today wasn't too bad. I actually kind of liked it. But the other one I saw, I didn't like it.
Yeah, a lot of them, it's hit or miss.
It's like it looks soulless. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But the one I saw today, I forget which song it was. It was one of them songs he made. It was to a female. It was pretty decent. It was all right. He kind of captured it. I just can't get past the AI. It's just still not the real thing.
Yeah.
But hey, that's what I said about music that impacts. That look how long Mike. Well, he ain't been gone that long, I guess. But he made that music that'll impact generations for generations.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's powerful stuff.
Yep. Anybody else you could think of before I move on to some of these people on this list? Because I got quite a bit.
I mean, some of the newer female rappers I'd like to shout out. Cash Doll, Coi Leray, Ruby Rose, Glorilla.
What's this? Now, I don't know too
Lotto.
much. Well, these rappers mostly about, like Sexy Red. I don't know much about Sexy Red, but I didn't click the video. But she did a song with Bruno Mars. Is that new?
I haven't.
I didn't watch it. I seen, how you scroll past it, but you don't click on it. All I seen was a little bit of the booty pop. I was up. Oh Lord, I kept on going.
Yeah, it's new. It's.
I was like, when did her and Bruno Mars hook up?
Yeah.
I didn't even watch it. I let her do her thing, but at some point she gonna have to evolve. Can't do that crap forever.
Right. Apparently, it has fans confused.
I don't know.
Bruno Mars's fans are surprised. They
Right.
collabed with him.
Oh, for real? They are? You must have You should go into the video and look at some of the comments.
Right.
While you doing that, I'm gonna read a couple of names. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
I wanted to speak on what we tried to speak on last time. We tried to do this father and son discussion, brothers and sisters. Juvenile freestyle. He did that recently. It was dope.
Oh yeah, he showed he still had it.
Now the brother that rapped with Birdman, is his name Manny Fresh?
Yeah.
Okay, he was standing in the booth when Juvenile was freestyle.
Oh shit, so they're all still clicked up and
yeah,
shit. That's
so
cool.
salute to
That's really
Juvenile.
cool. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Big shout outs, big salutes.
Yep, and I remember I had told you I didn't know Kanye West was in that Talib Kweli video.
Yeah, yeah.
Just to get by.
They've been friends for
And
a
I've
while.
seen that video on how many times, and I never knew that Kanye West. And this is before. That's when he was just beat making, right? He wasn't rapping yet.
Yeah, he came into the. Oh. I put it on silent. I don't want that to mess up anything. It was only a second.
Yeah. Then okay, yeah. Salute to Kanye West and Talib Kweli. I wonder if they still talk to each other. I wonder if they still like cool. You know, Talib Kweli. He kept it 100. He one of them brothers. He keeping 100. Always had. And I wanted to speak on Lil Kim in that video, Jump Off. That song, Jump Off. That song, I was listening to it recently. That song was dope.
Mm-hmm.
Remember I said it had the drum beat? It sounded like the marching band. I like that type of beat.
Yeah.
That's why I like that song. So salute to Lil Kim. Hope she all right. And did you find what you was looking for? The comments?
Yeah. These comments are hilarious.
And this is for what's the name of that video? We talking
Fat,
about this?
Juicy, and Wet.
Oh God.
My favorite comment is I'm here because of the unreleased that song, Bruno. Fat, Juicy, and What? You used to catch grenades and shit.
Wow.
Because he had the song, Catch a Grenade.
I remember that. Yep. Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder how that happened. I wonder, was it their idea? Or was it like some producers that got them together? Like, this will blow people's mind. You know, money was involved.
Right. You know, Bruno, he's smart.
You think money was a factor?
He said the bills cannot be that high, Bruno. Right. Yeah, I think the money. She's on the chart. She's blowing up right now. People are like, Bruno's definitely locked out of heaven now.
Wow.
Talking about
Somebody said that?
Out here, yeah. Bruno Mars out here collecting random guest music collabs like Infinity Stones.
How old is Bruno Mars?
I think he's in his 40s.
That don't. Teaches his own. That look a little funny. Him and that girl. Anyway, that was just something I was pondering, thinking about. Wasn't really important, but it's a part of hip hop. The next one was Birdman, which we spoke on before. He saluted Master P for being a great businessman, because I thought that was cool. He said when he came into the industry, he didn't know jack about business. So thought that was cool that he gave Master P. I've been listening to Master P here lately. I've been listening to some of his little reels, interviews. Man, I love what Master P say. I love when he talk, man.
Yeah, he always is saying something
and
very smart.
he don't gloat, man. He does these interviews, but he comes from the heart. It's like he don't do it for the clicks.
I know. I love that too. Yeah, always. He always is very passionate.
Yeah.
And is quick to let the people know.
Yeah.
Like why he's doing this.
Yep.
And
he don't. About. Yep. And he never lets nobody take him out of character. Mm-mm. He was telling the interviewers, trying to bring up.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I've seen interviewers try to flip shit on him, and he always just shuts it right down.
Because what's his brother name? Didn't he have a brother that passed or something that went to jail? Or I don't want to be giving misinformation. But in the interview, I forget what his name was. I hate when I forget people's names. But
C Murder.
Yeah, because I know they wasn't really getting along or something like that, right? Or something happened and kind of draw a wedge between them.
Apparently C Murder was really he was like the wild card, and the murder that got him life in prison, it was a 16-year-old kid, but that wasn't even the first murder. But that was just the one that he got locked up. But apparently,
so C Murder,
anytime somebody would pop off.
C Murders, that's the one that looked like Master P, right?
Yep.
Okay.
But and wore glasses.
Make sure I'm talking about the same guy. Yep. Okay.
Master P was bigger though,
right. But he was like slim, but he looked like him.
Yeah, but looked just like him, but like a slim version. Yeah.
Because he was in the movie Undisputed. Remember when they sang in that movie? Mm-hmm. Remember they was in the ring singing or whatever. C Murder was on that soundtrack.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And he anytime anybody would like pop off or start shit, he would be quick to pull out his gun.
Because they try to bring up that situation.
And he caught a couple bodies.
Yeah.
Before he ended up getting locked up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was in the interview. Somebody brought up the C murder thing, and he said he didn't want to talk about that. He said he didn't care. He was family. He said just like his son. He said he'd go to war over his brother, over his son. He said they family. He didn't want to get into the negative stuff. I like that about him. You know. He said that stuff, man. Why are we talking about it? That's just for hits and clicks. He said no, that's family. So yeah, I like that about him. Yep, and I got something I wanted you to look up. I want to give a salute to Rap Fame, the app that's in Play Store that I get my beats from. I bring that up every now and then. So, yeah.
Rap Fame.
Yep. Salute to the beat makers and the artists, male or female, that are on Rap Fame.
That grind,
Yeah. I've actually spoke. It's been a long, long time, but I've actually spoke to some artists on there. They pretty cool. Yep. And then I'm getting to what I wanted you to look up. Now I'm going to name these individuals. You're going to see why. Tech 9, King ISO, Joey Cool, and The Rock. Look that up. What was the name of that song?
What was it? Face Off, I think?
Yeah, that's what it was. Yep. I was going to look it up. I said, well, no, I'm going to say that for Lamont so they give him something to...
Yeah, no, that song was... Man.
I wanted us to kind of put... Even though it's 3 years old...
Right. He said it's about...
You never... Right.
Right, or what did he say? It's about strength. It's about power.
Right. Read some of the comments in the video.
Right, they said he had a pure protein flow.
See what? Oh, that's what one of the comments said about The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all heard right. The Rock can rap. And you know what? That's something I noticed about some of these celebrities. They have other gifts that they know how to do. You know what I'm saying? Like Eddie Murphy had a passion for music. He just never put all his energy into it. Yeah, he can rap. I had to give it to him. Salute to The Rock. He threw down, man.
Yeah, and he's 49 and he killed it.
Yeah. I can see why he's you can tell he definitely admires Tech 9. He definitely embraced some of that. He didn't copy him, but he embraced that style. I don't know. It's something about Tech 9. You get around him. Oh no, he got that energy, man. You don't even rap fast, but you get around him, you end up rapping fast.
Right.
Yeah, because T.I. was killing it in the Bible, man. First time I heard that song, I'm like, dang, T.I. can rap fast. I like that. Yeah, he killed it. What he say? What T.I. say? He said, don't listen to these niggas. They just tell a bunch of lies. Say they got a bunch of guns, shot them all a bunch of times. I was like, man, that's dope. Mm-hmm. He said, don't listen to these niggas. They just kick a bunch of lies. Talking about they got a bunch of guns, shot them all a bunch of times. Something like that. He killed it, though. Yeah, he killed it. I know what Young got about, what he rap about. I really pulled Meek Mills out the trap house. Yeah. But
one of the best.
Yeah, I'm always gonna talk about Tech 9, and I love that song with him and Eminem when they did Speed On. You ever heard that song?
Speed 'em.
Killed it. Mm-hmm. And let me see, because I get the names mixed up. It's not Wiz Khalifa. It's the other dude. His name is similar to that. He's on Tech 9's label. He always be rapping
Chris Calico, Cut Calhoun,
Kid Khali, something Khali. Wiz Khali?
No,
not Wiz Khalifa.
There's Wiz the Kid.
Matter of fact, he was on Speed On. The dude I'm trying to say his name. Look up Speed On. He's on it because it was Tech 9. That dude I'm trying to say. It wasn't Wiz Khalifa. I know it wasn't him.
Oh yeah, Chris Calico. It was Chris Calico.
Is that who it was?
Yeah.
And Eminem.
Yeah.
And Tech 9 on Speed On.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh well, salute to Chris Calico. I had his name.
Choppers too.
I had his name all wrong. Yep. Salute to King ISO. I spoke on this brother before. Very deep brother. I see why Tech 9 put him on his label. And Joey Cool, man, another dope artist. The Rock, salute to The Rock. Man, which caught me by surprise. I couldn't believe it. I would like to see him and LL on the same track. The Rock and the LL, big. That'd be something different. That'll shock the world right there, too. See, I always think about different things like that. I try to think about different artists we can put together that people don't think about. And I wanted to give a salute to Method Man and Red Man for the wonderful brotherhood. They've never ever beefed against each other. And I heard Redman recently saying some very good things about Method Man, how they never talk about money, which is very, very cool. Because we all know money can draw a wedge. Yep. So let me see. I got Kanye West, Meaningful Music. I should have put him on my list when I talked about Michael Jackson and Meaningful Music. Kanye West should have been on there because he has made some very good music. Rakim just turned 57 a few days ago. Salute
nice.
to
Happy
Rakim.
birthday. Shout out. Congratulations, Rakim.
Yep. Rakim always going to be one of the greats, one of my favorite artists. And a salute to 50 Cent and Jadakiss. They got a new cafe. It's called Kiss Cafe, which is kind of a funny title.
Yeah, that is.
But it's like a
tongue twister.
It's like a cappuccino.
Yeah.
And I was like, I like coffee. That's cool. So that's dope.
Mm-hmm.
That's something I seen here recently. And let me see. Yep. And I put a question mark because the title of it kind of threw me. Then I remember we talked about L'Oreal Lyrical. May she rest in peace and in power.
R.I.P.
And remember when you and I talked about how I misunderstood how I should have went to those open mics because she wanted people to hear me, but I just couldn't see it then. Yeah, I should have went.
People that really love you and like support you, they're gonna see your skills and gifts even when you're doubting yourself.
Exactly, and you just said, you took the words right out of my mouth. She seen something in me at the time I couldn't. So Yep, and that's what I put. J. Cole just had a birthday. He turned 40 a few days ago.
Happy birthday.
Yep, J. Cole. Yep, that's something you always gonna hear my son and I bring up. We always gonna bring up J. Cole.
Yeah, he's one of the GOATs for sure.
Oh yeah, I've been riding along with J. Cole for a minute.
Me too.
Yep, and I put Rick Ross on here because a song he made reminded me of kind of a good time. Every day I'm hustling. That song.
Ross has put out some bangers.
Yeah, that song reminded me of a friend that used to pick me up for work, and I remember him outside. He had some beats in he had some banging beats in his car, and I remember that song playing. And he was waiting on me. He was a cool ass dude, man. I used to offer him. But anyway, he was cool. He would pick me up. He said, "Oh man, you ain't got no car?" He wouldn't pick me up all the time, but he would pick me up. And I just remember this one particular time he's outside. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. And I was on my way to work. I was like, wow. I just always remembered that moment. So that's why I put that on. That was just like a happy hip hop moment. I just remember him beating downstairs. It's like literally echoing through the damn neighborhood. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. And at that time, I was grinding. I ain't had no car. That's when I got divorced. Man, I was struggling. So, I don't know. It's like, I don't know if that was divine. I don't know, like it was meant for me to hear that song or something. That always remind me of that Rick Ross song.
Right, and a song like that'll keep you going.
Yeah. And he was cool. The brother was picking him up. And he was a hustler.
Every day he was hustling. Yeah, emotion.
Yeah. And an artist I wanted to speak on, I heard freestyle here recently. Simba. You ever heard of this dude?
Simba.
Look him up. Man, he had the dopest freestyle. And it was righteous. And he was talking about, man, girls ain't gonna get to him. He see who they are. Man, he was dope. He was so freaking dope. Yeah, I said, I gotta tell Lamont about him. His name is Simba. Yep, and I did put Charlie Wilson, even though he more R&B, but he has collab with artists, with a hip hop artist. Charlie Wilson, 72. He just had a birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yep. He one of them artists that reinvented himself.
Yeah.
He didn't do music for a while, and he started back in his 50s. I forget what group he came from. He came from some group. Yeah.
Damn.
You looking up Simba?
Yeah.
I guess you just type in Simba freestyle. Yeah, he was dope.
Instagram and stuff.
Yeah, he was dope. I've been on the lookout for new artists, females too. I need to dig a little deeper, find some females, some underground, some unknowns. It's been kind of hard for me to do. It's mostly brothers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mostly male artists. most of the females that I know of, most of them are either past current or past mainstream or current mainstream. Hip hop, brothers and sisters, we always gonna talk about hip hop, but we gonna move on over to productivity here in a minute. But I'm gonna play a song first. We're gonna speak on productivity and Lord Lamont and I's plans for the future. Well, not all of them, can't tell everything, but we laying down the blueprint as I got from Brother Martin Luther King. I just did a podcast with him a few days ago. What is our blueprint?
Our blueprint?
What that mean to you? What does blueprint mean to you? That ain't mine, though. That's from Martin Luther King. That's not
our
mine.
Our makeup. Like what we're made of.
Yeah.
Our gumption. Our tenacity. Our integrity. Our grit.
Yeah. Good.
And honor.
All the above. Honor? Yeah. Honor. Love thyself.
Our character. You know, what we do when people are watching, when people aren't watching.
Yeah. 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 Love thyself.
Our communion with God.
Yes.
Love thyself.
Right.
Your neighbors too.
Best way we can. Yeah. Well, that was most of the spew on hip hop. And I'm gonna put Lord Lamont's song in the end screen. He went in. I should play that.
Young Mogul.
Yeah, I wanted to play that, but I was like, I know that ain't the reason. It was copyright.
I got permission to use that beat by the
right.
person.
That I was gonna play that, but I'm like, I'm scared to.
Or maybe just put the link in.
Well, I uploaded the song.
Oh yeah, there you go. So yeah,
I'm gonna put it in the end screen, but so, I don't know. It's just weird. It's like when I speak, they get funny. I don't know what it is. But yeah, we always gonna speak on hip hop and salute to all those names I named. And 2 more artists I'm gonna put on that list is Lord Lamont. Well, 3, L'Oreal Lyrical, and myself, because we got meaningful music too. And that song he made, Young Lord, Young Mogul, that was 2020. So he was going in. You know how he felt at that time is what came about his subconscious. You know, as we all know, all of us black people, we all got a little edge. You know, we just learn how to move a little different when we get a little more aware. You know, so I'm gonna play this song that I made, and his song will be in the end screen that I was just talking about, Young Lord, Young Mogul. And I'm gonna play my song here on the break, and we gonna free flow. You know, I read the names. Now we're gonna free flow. We're gonna talk about the power, productivity, and Lord Lamont gonna talk about his plans, and I'm gonna talk about mine. And we just gonna free flow and give a little encouraging words to our listeners. And the song is "Right Is Right," and we'll be back after this break, my brothers and sisters, with Lord Lamont, EBS Cares. All right, let me see. You know, I gotta play around with the computer as I always do. All right, make sure I get it right. Also, I gotta turn this down.
Computer's not putin'.
We got the computer genius in the house. He know more about this stuff than I do. All right, I gotta turn it down. I don't want to be too loud. All right, and we'll be back, brothers and sisters, after this. Wake up music. The road we take, the choices we make, will power the road we take, and the journeys that we make, and we enjoy the journey along the way. But make sure we try our best to make righteous choices, because it's always great, you know, but it's never too late. But never wait too late, because whether we know it or not, we are in the fight. Brothers and sisters, be as righteous as we can possibly be. Salute! We are here, we in the fight. What's wrong is wrong and right is right. Let's go. We are here, we in the fight. What's wrong is right is right. Yeah. Like a lot of us, Brother East stand tough. Been through some things, but we never giving up. Our spirit's so strong, we so in touch. To maintain our sanity, we gotta have guts. So stay fucking shining and don't you dare rust. And keep our mind renewed and good like what we choose. And kindness is a gift, don't get it confused. And to all my family and my sisters and my dudes, there's no time to lose.
Like T.I. said, make it out without a bruise, with righteous tools, a day and night, a great divine armor. We ready for the fight. Fight. Rawr. We are here, we in the fight. What's wrong is wrong and right is right. Let's go. We are here, we in the fight. What's wrong is wrong and right is right. Let's go. 'Cause we are here, we in the fight. What's wrong is wrong and right is right. Yeah. We are here, we in the fight. What's wrong is wrong and right is right. Yeah. Yeah. One is real. I'd like to heal and put our inner peace. No one can ever steal. No, we learn to just chill, and that is the deal. I'm breaking through barriers with divine will. It's the red or blue pill. I take and stand tall like a general, and never in this life will we kneel. We love ourselves. We must keep it sealed. A power ignite. Be gone, parasite. Yeah, we are here. We in the fight. What's wrong is wrong, right is right. 'Cause we are here, we in the fight. What's wrong is wrong, right is right. Let's go. We are here, we in the fight. Wrong is wrong, right is right. We in the fight.
Real talk, we in the fight, whether we know it or not, or we in denial. We in the fight, brothers and sisters. But thank God that a lot of us are putting up a good fight. And of course, I gotta work my magic on this computer again. Let me see, go back to where we were. Gotta get that mojo back up. Music is the mojo. All right, this should have been in here. Okay. I gotta play around. Yep, productivity. That's the next thing that we're going to speak on.
I like how you did that hook.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that was
thank
real
you.
Cool. That like, dude, that what's wrong is wrong and right is right.
Yep.
Yeah, that shit was cool.
That's the truth. Wrong is wrong, right is right. Ain't no getting around it, even though some of us try to get around it. All right, got to get the mojo back up, get the music back on. The jazz. As y'all know, my son and I, we love all kind of music. And here's something something that intrigued my son that I wanted to play here.
Jazz is pretty fun to play.
Oh yeah. Some good powerful words from Brother Malcolm X. And we'll get into productivity and what we got going and goals we got for the present and the future. But I'm gonna play a little bit of Malcolm X and let my son lead from there. All right.
Change our mind about ourselves. For instance, the average so-called Negro, he doesn't think that our own mind has to be changed. We have to change our mind about ourselves. For instance, the average so-called Negro, he doesn't think that he can go into business and provide jobs for himself. And because of this, he thinks that he can only get a job from the white man, or he can only get clothes from the white man, or he can only get food from the white man. The same thing that the white man has done for himself and his kind. If our people could if we could be cured of our slave mentality that was indoctrinated into us during slavery, we would realize that just as the white man can do these things for himself and his kind, we can get together in unity and harmony and do the same thing for ourselves and our kind. The white man has brainwashed the so-called Negro to the point of believing in white supremacy so much that today some Negroes think that they're not making progress or they don't have anything unless they're living in a white neighborhood, unless they have the white man's neighborhood, a seat in the white man's school, or a position on the white man's job, and they even have our own mind.
Yeah, what you think about that?
That was deep.
That was deep.
He was speaking some real stuff, that slave mentality and indoctrination. That's
right.
Something that isn't just affected in black culture, but
right.
Subjugation and oppression are all over the world. And
yeah.
It's prevalent today, and certain castes of society use
right.
those types of methodologies to control other groups.
Right, and I know people will hear me play that and be like, well, E, you work a job, Lamont work a job, and I'd be like, I know, but did you hear what he said? The mentality. You know, just because our vessel is at the job, we can be free in our mind. You know,
Exactly.
because of course we all know about the job and how it can have you, but you know, as I say 1,000 times, it's always up to the individual how that person is,
Absolutely.
how they perceive it.
You know,
You
how
know.
you play the cards that you're
Yeah,
dealt.
yep. And one,
Is what every successful person has done.
Yeah.
You know, correctly.
and one of my rules I always say, if you don't say nothing, they won't say nothing. If it's certain things you need at a job, speak up, speak about it.
Right.
You know,
Close
don't just
mouths
let it
don't get
ride.
fed.
Yeah, because if you now we don't kiss nobody ass.
Never.
We do good for the job to keep security for the job, but we work good and go above and beyond. But we do that for ourselves because that's the way we work.
Exactly.
And this is how we gain security. We on time and
It
we do
has
the job
benefits.
right. So if you have a situation or you have a challenge with a job, they gotta honor it because they say, okay, well, he a good worker. He always here on time.
And
So-
that can save you.
Right, and you gotta put them. You gotta make it. That's why I say I don't know why people be late and all that stuff, because then when you need something, you know, you gotta put them in the space where they have to. Like, no, we gotta let him get the day off or get vacation. He's a good worker because they ain't going to lose you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's almost like the same way they
It's a give
do
and
us.
take.
Right, we have to do the same thing with them. You know, we don't kiss their ass, but at the same time, we don't let everything ride. You know, we do our job for ourselves. I always kept that mentality, because that's just how I work. You know, like I said, you come from a family of workers. That's just what we do.
Yeah, I have a good work ethic.
Yeah, but I ain't never, I'm not like, because I'm trying to retire for one, so I ain't never let job consume me like that. I know what it is. You know, that's
And
why.
it isn't hard, or it doesn't take a lot to take that extra step, you know. And people
yeah.
and people notice.
I think the kind of job you have kind of make a difference too. Because I actually kind of like my job. It's just some of the people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The job is not that bad.
Right.
You know, so
I've had way worse jobs.
yeah, I have too. So I have to say, out of all the jobs I've ever had, this is the one I make the most money at, where I'm the most comfortable. I've had jobs and I still was broke. When I was in
That's
Decatur,
terrible. Yeah,
when I was in Decatur, I was struggling.
Right.
I couldn't get
working,
nowhere.
And you never have money and working
No,
overtime
right.
and shit. I've been
Yep.
there too, pops.
I don't know. I couldn't get nowhere in Decatur, man. I couldn't get nowhere, and
It wasn't for you, you know.
yeah.
That's not where your soul was meant to be, I think.
Yeah. Shoot, when I moved up to Milltown, man, and I saw all these black people having jobs, I'm like, damn, because I wasn't used to seeing that many black people work. A lot of black people had jobs up here, you know? I was like, dang, I was
This is a
shocked.
predominantly black city for sure.
Yeah. And it was kind of easy for me to get a job. It was difficult to get. I got jobs in Decatur, but it was difficult.
Yeah.
It was a process. Up here, it didn't take very long. Got a job, pretty quick. Yeah, so that's a part of productivity. Like I said, I look at jobs as a stepping stone. Productivity. You meet people. That's another. Like I said, we talked
Network.
about. Yeah, and you might see some other opportunity for it. You know how many offers I've had for other jobs. Yeah, I'm like, nah, too late. And I've been there too long. You know, like I said, that's gonna be the last job I ever worked. Yep. So let me stop talking. I'm gonna let Lord Lamont speak a little bit before we sign you brothers and sisters on, and just wanted him to speak on some music and things he got going. I'm gonna have to. I don't know. We're gonna negotiate on the. I talked to him about the studio thing. I don't know. We had to talk about it, cause I ain't gonna lie. It would be nice if you did have a studio back there, but I just didn't want you to waste all your. I mean, not waste your money, but
Well, it's not
I know you got some other things in the
Yeah.
front in the way.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not gonna just go and throw all my money at it. you
Right,
know?
right.
I mean, I'm just gonna get what I can here and there when I can, and
Yeah.
you know, and just keep that mentality and that goal in my mind of
Yeah.
the vision that I have and what I want to do, and just keep getting the pieces that I need for it, and then
Right.
eventually we'll have everything we need, and we can just punch in and drop
Right.
some tracks and
Would be nice.
record. And
I wish we had a studio where we could just step in it and we just hit a button and everything just
exactly. And I want to have
thing
it
come out,
record.
and all we gotta do is just click, hit a beat, and Get it in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I want to.
Yeah.
I plan on starting to make beats on the fly. I'm gonna get a.
I want to get into that too. That'll be something different for me.
Yeah, and we can record it, and I'm gonna get a camera, and we can record our.
Ain't gonna lie, I'm lazy.
So we can clip.
That's why I ain't made no beats, because I'm lazy. I used to love making beats.
Once you get into it, you know, it's different, but it does become a chore too, and then
because
that's part of just like, I guess, getting.
See, because I'm somewhat of a perfectionist, and I know you are too. So yeah, that's why I kind of stopped making beats, because if you want it to be a good beat, it is a process. It ain't nothing you just gonna get the keyboard, get it. No, it's a process. So if you really like Kanye, you know, like he did beats. You remember some of the interviews, like when Jay-Z was getting ready to retire, and they showed Kanye doing the beats.
Yeah.
See how he was in the studio?
Yeah.
Like he was in a zone, man. Like bopping his head, and Jay-Z looking at him like, dang, you know?
That shit ain't easy. It's not easy.
That's, now, like I said, I'm not a big fan of Jay-Z, but that's one moment in time, a good moment in time that Kanye West and Jay-Z had that moment right there.
Yeah.
When he was in that studio, and what was it, Fade to Black? Ain't that what the name of the? Remember he was supposed to retire? Yeah. It's called Fade to Black or something. Remember they was doing the little biography.
Yeah.
They was walking through the studio and.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. What's the white dude that produced all these albums?
DJ Drama?
The old big fat white dude that had the long hair. That was in that biography when they showed Jay-Z retiring. He's a known producer. He's produced like LL Cool J and the Beastie Boys. And
oh yeah,
Rick Rubin.
Rubin, yeah.
That's who was in it. Yeah. So yeah. So that was a good moment in time for Kanye and Jay-Z. It just, well, you know what happened after that. But yeah, that was the only good moment in hip hop for Jay-Z and Kanye. After that,
Niggas in Paris was great when they dropped that collab.
Right, it was like things were going so well.
They were bigger than rap at that time, and like they were bigger than celebrities.
And they did have good chemistry in a lot of the songs. You know, damn, damn, man. Yeah, I remember they was asking Master P. He said Snoop Dogg life. He said Snoop Dogg was headed for self-destruction because he was mad at Death Row, remember?
Yeah.
He's talking about beefing with him and all that.
Yeah.
So that's why Master P signed him. Yeah.
Really? And saved his life.
He said it in an interview. Yeah, he said Snoop Dogg was headed for self-destruction.
You could see that shit. See, Master P is a genius.
Mm-hmm. And I don't know why we don't reiterate that song. Headed for self-destruction.
Right.
You're headed for self.
Motherfuckers don't want to hear that today, though. People hear that kind of stuff and they think it's corny, it's goofy, it's gimmicky, it's stupid.
And that song was dope.
It was ahead of its time.
Yeah.
We're still not ready for that kind of stuff.
And look what happened. Were they right?
Dead ass.
One Mr. P. Diddy in jail. Shit, that ain't an example and many other artists. Ain't just him. I'm trying. Well, we talked about the hip hop. I'm trying to get off of that. What we got? We say we want to work on beats. So you work on your job.
Pay off my debt and save money.
Yeah. Get the debts out the way. Yeah.
Get a car.
Yeah. And keep it this time.
Yeah. And eventually,
you had a freaking Mustang.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a better car now.
You was big balling when you rolled up here. Swole, with working out. What the hell happened?
Oh, that's another thing too. I'm gonna start working out again.
Cool.
Gonna get my Planet Fitness membership.
I need to get my ass up.
I miss
somewhere.
working out. That's another thing that'll help your productivity, because when you work out like 5 to 7 or 6 days a week, 4 to 6 days a week, or 5 to 7.
Yeah. Well, just be
thankful. You really feel real good about yourself. Like when you go and you push yourself and you.
But guess what?
Run 6 fucking miles and do stairs for like a mile and a half, and you had just planned to run a mile.
So you talking about productivity in the body, the mind, body, and soul.
Yeah, and you feel those endorphins. That when people talk about like a runner's high and all that stuff, it's real. Yeah. And when you get to pushing yourself and like when you have like your muscles know what they're doing and you can feel it, and it's really an amazing thing. You
know what's funny? Ali Sadiq, one of our favorite comedians. he said he lived in a gated community, and he was talking about how white people love to jog. And he said there's this old white guy named Harold, and he was real. He said he's about he's like 1,000 years old. He was being funny.
Ali's funny.
And he said he would always see this dude jog, and he said when he would jog, his neck would hang, his head would hang, and he would he was an old man, you know. He said he stepped outside one day. He said your neck ain't working there, Harold. What's wrong with your neck? Or something. He's making fun of him. He said, you know what? Next time I see Harold, I'm gonna get out there and jog with him. So he said the title of it was Never Underestimate an Old Man. So he got out there and jogged with him. He said Harold outran him. He was jogging. He said he had to stop. He said he stopped at a store somewhere and caught an Uber.
He said, fuck this.
He said Harold out jogged him. He said they started running. I think he said somewhere in the AM, maybe 10, 9, something like that. And one of the neighbors said, oh, you tried to run with Harold, huh? He said, yeah. He said, I had to catch an Uber back. But Harold hadn't came back yet. He said, oh, you ain't going to see Harold till about 2 o'clock. And Ali Sadiq was like, man, you shitting me. He said, I'll be damned. He said he heard the footsteps around about 158. He said he could hear Harold come and jog. He was like, wow. He said he'll never take an old man for underestimate the old white man to be out there jogging. So I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah. Sadiq tells some wonderful stories.
Yeah, he's a great storyteller.
Yeah, you know, he's always gonna come up, especially when we speak on comedy. Yeah. But that's some of the things we had, brothers and sisters, as far as productivity. You know, we keeping it moving, you know, even things around the house. It ain't just working out at work, around the house. Be product, you know, got to be productive too. Because that's where it starts.
I figure if we're productive in enough areas, it's going to spill over, and then we'll just be productive.
Yeah, I get tired of my own self. When you live by yourself, that's how you'll see if you clean or messy. I get tired of my own. Like today, I was cleaning up the kitchen, had all them cans sitting around. I gotta pick this crap up. Damn. Look like I got problems or something. Like I'm a hoarder or something. Shit. Yeah, but that's some of the things we had. You know, that's what we working on. He gonna get his debt paid and get him a car and get things moving. But he passed the hard part. He ain't gotta look for employment no more. So that part's over. That's one less thing on your mind.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's great.
Yeah. So I say salute to my.
It's I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
It's a healthy work environment.
Yeah.
It's good people there. They care.
Yeah.
The people, not only the other employees, but the customers are pretty cool too.
Yeah.
You know, like a guy offered me a ride home.
That's cool. Yeah.
You know, that one guy I was telling you about earlier today, and then that lady gave me $1 and was like, she was like, you do an amazing job.
Oh, they notice.
Cleaning.
And they be knowing who the workers are. They know who the good workers are. Yep. Yeah. Like I said, money can be made, you know.
Yeah, I'm already seeing, and a couple people have been like, once you get it down pat, especially cooking's where the money is.
Yeah.
Because once you get good at cooking and you get your regulars, they're gonna start coming in and requesting only you cook their food.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And you're gonna start accumulating them tips pretty quick. That's why I like tips.
Yep.
In between them checks, you're gonna start accumulating money. It's gonna become easy for you to save, because when you got enough coming in,
right?
You can save.
Exactly,
yeah.
And that's exactly.
It'd be easy for you to save. Yep.
That's why I was saying I want to just save all my checks.
Yep.
And bam.
I told you how your great aunt Vera. Remember I told you how she started out saving money.
$5.
She started out saving $5. I'm talking about my aunt Vera.
And went on to buy many properties.
Yep. And as I said, my aunt, I didn't mean to cut you off, just telling him, wanted to reiterate. My aunt Vera, whom he and I are talking about, she owned the building that we're literally sitting in right now. And I told him a story of how she started out saving money. She started out with $5. She would take $5 out of every check until she accumulated more.
That's a hustler's mentality.
And then she would put 10, then she did 15, then she did 20. Yeah. Yeah, I remember her telling me that.
That's a grinder. That's a boss.
And she owned at least 3 buildings, if I'm not mistaken. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, and we, like I said, we literally sitting in the building that she owned. That's now nice. Brian, or if we pass on to Brian, So it's almost like I feel like I'm giving back to the family. You know,
exactly.
Because my family is my landlord, which is your great cousin, Brian. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it feels a lot better than a random person.
And, your grandmother, she meant well, but she was trying to get me to move into a house or something. I was like, I didn't want to move. For what? Why? Why would I move? I'm going to stay here,
Right.
No. So, and things like here, I won't be able to do at another apartment. Like,
plus, what if say Brian wants to move somewhere and maybe he wants to sell this place, then you can buy it.
Right. And if I'm late on rent or something happened, I can work with him. I can't do that at other places.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And even though I'm hardly ever late and I always have the money, but I'm gonna be late this time though. I told him I'm gonna have it Tuesday. Yeah, but I usually done gave it to him already. But yeah, but I gotta get them taxes. I gotta get that out of the way. Yeah.
I bet you'll get something nice.
I probably will, but I'm gonna owe some of it. Federal, they getting the federal. I might get some state. So
and your stimulus is you'll get.
Hopefully,
they can't take.
I don't think they can mess with that stimulus.
Yeah, they
right?
can't. So you get, it's like $1,200 for the first one, and then I think it's an extra $600 per kid.
Yeah, we'll see. We sure will find out, won't we?
Yeah, and then there were 3 of them. The other one was $600, and then the other one was $900.
And when I get it, I ain't telling you shit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. That's a joke. I just wanted to make him laugh.
You deserve it.
I like catching him off guard. I make him laugh sometimes.
I ain't telling you shit, nigga.
My son, you know how many times Lord Lamont that heard me talk shit, and I always hand him over money. He know that.
It's funny.
Cause I'm a firm knower of karma. You got to, because there was times when I was struggling, and you can't do that. No matter how we feel, sometimes, it'll only come back. That's all. And the stuff I spend money on, I mean, shit. I give homeless people money all the time. I can't give you no money. So, it'll come back. I'm a firm believer. Like that $5 you see laying up there. That story I told him about the homeless guy. I gave $5 to. 2 weeks later, it was laying in the same spot. I still got that $5. So that remind me, again, I don't know. Something out there. I don't know. I don't know what's out there. That was weird. Exact same spot, man. Come on.
That's trippy.
And I'm still seeing 444. I'm still seeing it twice a day. I seen it today. And it's like I don't know why I keep seeing that crap. I just did another podcast where I read the definition of it. I mean, I've been seeing it consistently. Yep. So I'm paying attention to it now, and I don't even think it's weird. It's becoming normal now. Like, well,
I think it's the universe is trying to give you your blessings.
Right. But
and it's not that it wasn't before. It's just like you said it yourself. Now you're paying attention to it.
Yeah, right. Like we all do, not just me. I'm sure. What's something weird you say you might seen recently? Did you see any numbers or any synchronicities you can think of? Because that's a part of productivity too. Seeing synchronicities, dreams.
Yeah. I had deja vu 2 days ago.
Yeah.
At G-Dubs.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I just had deja vu. I had a dream I was doing this. Dude.
That's a part of anticipating the future. Dreams, deja vu, and synchronicities. That's all part of glimpses of seeing the future. If you pay attention to it. That's why I always tell everybody, look up your dreams. You'd be surprised. Yeah. I tell you, who's really spiritual, and my son's sister Chloe, or your brother Ethan. Chloe, she has dreams a lot. She
might be a clairvoyant.
Yeah. And I always told her. Well, I think I told her that she's the most spiritual one. I always noticed she's the most spiritual one out of all the kids. And I told her the other day, you staying prayed up? She got a birthday coming up too. Her birthday tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah. I told her stay prayed up.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Chloe.
Yeah. So I hope those enjoyed our discussion, and we spoke on a little bit what we doing. I reiterated, he gonna keep working, and we just striving to be greater, and we there with others
every day.
Yeah, with others that's struggling, and we all have some kind of battle that we're dealing with. Some just worse than others, but my son and I, we came a long way. The 6th year of reuniting, as I said in the past, I hadn't seen him in a long, long time, and here's standing right before me, right now. And I'm gonna tell you, the first thing Lamont said when we started talking again, he said, "Dad, I love you." That's what he said. That was all he said. Yep. Then, and of course, other stuff came out later because when you have stuff that's buried within, you have to let it out. Like I said, he had a little bit of a blow up, but it had to happen. Just like I told him about Andrea. She went through the same thing. Naya, she kind of went through it too. Us as parents, especially of some of us that haven't been around our kids for a long time, when they do that, we have to kind of let them, you got to kind of let them, especially if we weren't there, you got to kind of let them blow up a little bit, so. But if you have good in your heart and you have somewhat of a listening spirit, you'll understand later on. Because as a podcast, Lord Lamont and I talked about, life is like a full circle. Mm-hmm. That's why you have to be,
everything comes back.
Yeah. Yep. And I said, the more I live, the more I experience these divine things happening, man, the more I learn how to be calm and kind of retract on things.
Same.
Yeah. Yep. And reflect and focus on what's important. We still alive. Your mom alive. She working hard. Mm-hmm. Nika's still alive. And even though she haven't done some of the best things still. I mean, you talked about why she's the way she is,
Right, like I know trauma. A lot of people that,
it's so many.
Myself have gone through.
Right,
have
and there's so many people out here like that, man.
That don't just say anything.
Right, or don't know how to deal with it, or don't know who to talk to.
That's why we gotta talk about it.
Yeah, and it really, I mean, I know you hear a lot of us reachers and teachers or content creators. We talk about this stuff all the time. Some of us be going in, but when you really think about it, because I've been there, I know what it's like to, maybe feel some kind of depression or feel down. Or
productivity can help.
Yeah.
With that too,
Working is because
you
working.
can work through that depression and start to feel good about yourself. For that in and of itself is a strength and an asset, and something to value.
Right. Because you working now.
You're not just stuck in limbo. Even if you feel, no matter how stuck you feel, you're not stuck.
Right. Now you feel like you was moving before mentally, but now you physically moving. Now your mind ain't on whatever you used to think about before you start working. Now it's less of it. Now your mind on, okay, gotta save up this money. Okay, I gotta do this. Now it's getting in motion. Things finna happen. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now you finna start having dreams, and like you said, what was the deja vu you had?
But I was working at G-Dubs, flipping a burger.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Ain't that something?
Dream I had years ago, like 4 or 5 years ago.
This is my clone, y'all.
And that's when Heidi and Shelly, as soon as I walked into George Webb's, they were like, "Oh, Aaron, wow, you look just like Eric." Spinning image. Yeah. I didn't even say a word. Yep, as soon as I walked in the door, they were like, "Oh, hey, interview's over here."
That's what Billy said.
You're hired.
Billy said, "I heard he looks just like you." I said, yeah. That's my clone.
Damn, I must look just like my dad. I didn't think I looked that much like
and I be joking about it. I was like, because I was at work, me and Billy, we be joking sometimes. I was like, yeah, man, I got another me walking around the house. That's crazy, man. Yeah, me and Billy be joking all the time. I can tell Billy, he didn't kind of, because I don't want to be gossiping, but something wrong with some of the people on first shift at my job. But I ain't gonna get into it.
It's the first shift. People are always more dramatic and into
it. Seems that
it's
way.
It's just the first shift mentality always has that.
Yeah, maybe because they get more. Maybe because they get more busy. No, that shouldn't have.
I think it has to do with the sociology of it. That there's more people.
That's what it is.
And the more people there is, the more fucking people-y people get, like the weirder people get.
Because second shift is only 2 people, so it's more laid back. Third shift, kind of the same.
First shift is, oh my God, it's the fucking morning.
Right.
Everybody's freaking out.
Yeah, but something I noticed about Billy, the guy I work with, I can tell he's getting like me. Now he's getting to that point. When you get a little older, you start straying away from people.
You figure out how to distance yourself and turn that shit off.
I can kind of see that in Billy. He's kind of staying out of
stuff. Because once you do that and you take that stand like, nah, I'm not finna let you fuck with me. I don't give a fuck what shit you got going on. I'm here to work.
You got to do that.
You got to put that out there, that energy out there, because them motherfuckers will pick when you don't feed the trolls. If you don't feed the troll will go away. Yeah. And people will pick up on that, and then eventually they'll be, don't fuck with him. He don't give a fuck about none of that shit. He's just here to work.
Yeah. I always
and then they'll stop fucking with you. It works. You
Right.
can't feed into their shit. That's why you just gotta ignore.
You got to.
A lot of shit and
got
just
to.
sideline, waylay a bunch of that shit when they try to bring it to you. Just okay, all right, well, we got da 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 and da 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 that we gotta do. Let's do that.
Right. Yeah.
I try to keep what I talk about to people, especially at work, because I've like lost my job and like gotten into
you can't tell everybody
stuff.
everything.
Exactly. I only talk about work related things.
Yes.
To people at work.
Yes. Yep.
I've lost my job before over the stupidest stuff that you would never think would even matter. But just having an opinion that happens to be a different opinion, and this isn't even about something work related.
And somebody
but just in life with my manager or somebody with a position above me, and now all of a sudden they perceive we have a problem because I have my own opinion and they have their own opinion, and they don't know how to separate their opinion and their personal politics from work.
So
politics.
that's kind of narcissist. That's
Absolutely, but that's like 75% of America.
Wow. And you know what? Like you said a few minutes ago, it's always been around. We're just aware of it now. It is. Wow. It's so much people walking around here with, man.
Everybody thinks they're the shit.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot
and
of
that
people.
they can do whatever, they're entitled to whatever. Everything should be theirs.
Yeah.
And your time is theirs.
Yeah, it's
and
true.
everything that you do should be what they want you to do. And if you don't, then you're fucked up.
Yeah.
And there are people that'll try to hurt you and maim you and even possibly kill you over that.
Yeah. Like the situation I went through in my job, with the little female thing. Yeah. Did I tell you she tried to conversate with me?
Again?
I ignored the shit
I would
out of
just
her.
try to keep it neutral, just to
I'll
try
speak
to
to
keep
her.
her.
I'm
You know what I'm
polite.
saying? Off the back burner, so that she's not like
But
trying to be in the manager ear. Like, even though Heidi ain't gonna go for that shit,
Right.
she spoke very, very, very highly.
But you know what I'm not? Is I'm not an emotional light switch.
Exactly.
You ain't gonna turn me on and turn me off when you want to.
Right.
No.
And see, but that type of shit, that makes a woman want you.
Right. So leave me alone. You
You doing the right thing. You gotta keep.
I'm giving her a dose of her own medicine. Because as I told you, I sent her a text and I asked her, what did she think about me? I never got a response. So I'm gonna let you see what it feels like. I ain't gonna give you no response. You don't like it, but you didn't think about that when I didn't. When you rejected me. So, and I don't do it to be malicious. When I do stuff like that, it's to teach a person a lesson, so they can learn. Right. See, and
that's a healthy way of getting your point across.
Yeah.
And not being narcissistic or rude or disrespectful.
Because I didn't snap.
And respecting the other person, even though your opinion's different than theirs.
Yeah. Because I was actually listening to Denzel. He was speaking on stuff like that, and he was talking about what the women go through when they get rejected, or not necessarily rejected, but when someone goes silent and they stop caring and they don't pay you any mind. Because I don't look at it, I don't say nothing. Dude becoming a man, look, man, I don't care. I don't give a crap. I'm over here. I could care less.
Women pick up on that kind of shit.
Yeah, because I'm done. I'm done. It's my job. I gotta think about the future. The hell with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I've heard through the grapevine things that she does to men. So red flags.
And one bad female can ruin a guy's life.
You see what happened to King Kong?
Exactly. Yep.
King Kong died over that woman.
Yep, and he was the king of the world. He took over New York in like 10 minutes.
With a
trifling female came and he was
right.
done.
I like what Eddie Griffin said. He said King Kong swam to New York. Yeah.
Beat everybody, ran the fade, and whooped everybody, even the government and the military.
Yeah. That was just a little jokey joke. But we gonna wrap it on down. I think we got off, but we wanted to speak on productivity. Because like I said, being silent around people sometimes is not a manipulative thing. Sometimes you got to stand back and let people learn. And you got to
stand up for yourself, and let it be known that you're for you and not for people's gain or a toy or whatever. Because people will try to use you. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. Yeah. And let productivity push you, if you're depressed and feeling down, push you through that.
Yeah.
Because eventually that'll go away and you'll be, man, I was sad. I was messed up. I was down bad.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, you know what? I gotta get up. I gotta do this.
Yeah. No
and
more.
I did it. That's powerful.
No more woulda, coulda, shouldas.
Exactly. No more woulda, coulda, shouldas. Just what can we do?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's the power of productivity, brothers and sisters. And a salute again to the artists we named and the people we talked about before we talked about.
Happy birthday, congratulations.
Yeah, to all the birthdays. All the birthdays out there, matter of fact.
Yeah. Free Lil Durk.
Yeah, yeah. Brothers and sisters that got birthdays out there, salute. And those who aren't with us, Lord Lamont and I's family, and anybody else's family. May they rest in peace and in power. Yep. Oh, y'all know, always honor thy ancestors. So I guess that's about it right there. And I think we kind of got in a lot. I think we kind of brought up a lot of things because a lot of people have jobs. I think they could relate to a lot, especially people who work. I think
this would be a good one. I think it's heartfelt.
Especially entry jobs and restaurant jobs. I think a lot of
customer service and service work.
Which would be Walmart, places like that, grocery stores.
Because a lot of some people, like there's particular types of people that are like, ew, it's a thing to go into like a restaurant and talk shit and treat the employees like shit.
I know. And you know what? That's something that made me respect customer service when I go to Walmart or other restaurants.
Them getting paid the least amount of money.
Because I seen a girl at Walmart.
And having to do the most a lot.
Right. I seen yesterday. And she I don't know, she was mad. She just looked like she didn't want to be there. She just looked so miserable. And I just, I said, have a good day, okay? Have a good rest of your evening. She said, okay. She just looked so down. You know what I mean? So I was like, I understand now. I don't judge people because I be frowning. People, like I told you, I be at work frowning sometimes. So I get it.
I try to smile.
I mean, I have my moments. I joke too. But only time I'm really frowning is maybe when I got bum rushed, got all these orders.
Right, dude.
Really, I don't be mad at them. I just be super focused.
Yeah, I'll look at the receipt thing like, oh, you motherfucking order. You just beat another receipt, you son of a bitch.
Yeah,
then I'll be all right. Let me.
Yeah. What I do, I go in the cooler. Just go in the cooler, let it out. Right. Oh, these damn people need to go home. But you gotta let it. It was
packed all day today.
Yeah.
It was, dude. Even the Laura, this lady I work with, she was like, it's usually never this busy on Friday.
Ain't that
all
something?
Day there was at least like 15
You gonna learn productivity today?
Yeah, I had to. Dude, I was doing dishes all day and backup cooking and prepping.
Oh, you doing your thing? All right.
Mm-hmm. And I had to do some serve work, taking tables
back
and cleaning tables.
Just pace yourself. That's all.
Well, I come from like doing factory work and shit.
Okay.
So
just don't overwhelm yourself. You get breaks in and stuff like that.
Yeah, I can take a smoke break whenever I want, and they let me, make a burger or whatever.
See, that's the perks of being a good worker.
I can make whatever food I want, really.
See, that's the perks of being a good worker.
They were like, I could even make steak and eggs.
I do too. I do it all the time.
Shelly was like, at first she was like, well, if you're gonna make steak and eggs, pay like 50% or whatever.
Right.
But like nobody, but then everybody else was like, just make whatever you want.
Cause I remember I used to pay. Then all of a sudden one day I just stopped paying. I just forget it. I just started making my food. Yeah. All right. Well, I keep saying we gonna wrap it down, but we keep on talking. But we do this anyway. But there's gonna be things to come.
And there are perks to being a good worker, though, for sure.
Yeah, and not just like I said, not about kissing ass.
No,
not
it's
because
when you can be depended on to get something done when it comes.
And
you're
doing it for yourself. It's healthy for you or for us.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
that's what the people. That's really what like separates you from like people being there for a check. And
making it worse.
Making a difference. Exactly. Right. Either making it better or worse.
Right. Yeah.
And when you can be counted on when somebody's like, hey, we need da-da-da-da-da and da-da-da-da-da, and you're okay, and you get that done, boom, that's where that counts a lot.
And what some people forget is that they don't own that place. You get some people come there, they think they own the damn place. Think they can do what they want to do. I be laughing at people like that. I was like, well, they won't last. I've been there so long. A person can be there for a couple of days. I can know if they're gonna be there or not.
Yeah, you can tell, but it's because it's about the chemistry and shit. That's why I was like, oh, I'm cool.
Or they get or they taking off, or they disappearing. I said, yep, they ain't gonna be, because I don't babysit. I don't babysit. I'm finna be looking for you. Nope. So, yeah, because I be focused when I don't be playing. When I get to work, when it's time to put them 10 toes down, I don't mess around. I don't care who it is. You could be Incredible Hulk. Get the hell out the way. I'm trying to get shit done. Talk to me when I'm done.
Exactly.
You know, this is my money here. You know, that's where I got to make my money. You know, it's my livelihood. So
gotta do a good job.
but I like cooking. I like cooking. You
It's
know,
good food too.
yeah, we do got some good food
I
actually.
love them
We do.
pancakes. Them pancakes, the French toast. I
G
haven't had
Web.
the steak
Yep.
yet, but
Anybody ever come to Milltown? Come to G Web. It's one of the best restaurants. And
it's like a local, like old school diner type.
yep. And
Like,
this
it's not fast food. It's like a regular little diner.
it's a regular restaurant. It's like a cafe.
Yep.
And Milltown is the only city that has George Webb. It's not in any other city.
Really?
And there's one here that's black owned too. It's a brother that owned a Webb.
I didn't
here.
know it was just in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
It's
just
a
in Milwaukee
staple of
alone.
it, and it's world famous though.
It might be.
That's
Might
what
be.
it says on the thing.
Might be.
It's been around for like almost 100
Yeah,
years.
man. You know how many George Webb stories I've heard. Everybody got a George Webb story. I be hearing the elderly people. I've been coming here since I was a kid. The burgers used to be 99 cents. Yeah. So
Yeah, everybody I talked to from that's my spot. Oh, the
Oh, yeah.
was my shit.
that used to be the after club spot. And all that.
Yeah, that's
everybody.
what my homie was King was
Yeah.
telling me. He said, "Oh, dude, after I go to the club, or the one I work at, actually, he's like, after I go to the club and shit, that's the one I hit.
Yep.
and because 24 hours, I fuck
And,
steak and eggs up.
George Webb food remind me of Steak and Shake and
Yes.
and Crackles.
It's
in
just like
Decatur.
Steak and Shake. Yeah, I
Yep.
love Steak and Shake too.
Yep. Yes, I always thought that.
That's
I like.
the only thing they don't have is shakes.
They sure
got root
don't.
beer floats. They don't have pie anymore neither. At least not at the one
I
I'm.
don't even know if we got do we have Steak and Shake here in Milltown?
No.
I don't think there is.
No, that's only in Illinois.
You might be right. Yep. They had wonderful steak burgers. I used to
I
love their burgers.
love
And they used to cook in
their
front of you.
fries are so fucking good.
I know, right? That was the after club spot.
Yeah,
Steak and Shake
dude,
in
it's not
Decatur.
the same no more. At least
No.
the one that my mom took me to one when we were like not too long ago when I was in when I was with her when she had came and picked me up and stuff.
Right.
'Cause she delivers out here all the time.
Mm.
Yeah, it wasn't nowhere, and you know what? I think it was actually out of Illinois. It was like Michigan or something. There might be other steak and shakes now. There might be one in Wisconsin.
Tell the listeners what your mom do.
She's an upholsteress. She has her own studio.
Wow.
And she's also she drives a semi truck.
See, now the power of productivity is in his DNA. Cause I told him.
She's been a grinder. And
He
she was
come-
a single mother, raised 2 kids.
Yeah. And I told you when I met her, I didn't know shit. She taught me all kind of stuff. Yeah, and his on his mom's side and on my side, we all worked. We all had either got a job or had a job. We never just sat on our ass. We all of us that's just in our DNA. We've always took care of our business. We always been productive. You know, my dad, my brother on my dad's side, your uncle, Marlon, he working now. You know, so. You come from a family of productive people. All right, well, that. I'm glad I brought that up about your mom. I've been wanting to speak on exactly what she do because I wasn't sure. But salute, and I'm not surprised. She's always been a general. She's always been productive. She was working when I met her. Yeah, so that was a little bit on
Love
productivity. Yep, what'd you say?
I said I love your moms.
Yep. Yep, he love your mom. I love you too, mom, in a friendly way because she married. I meant that friendly. Yeah, and you know, the mother of my child, you know. So I always honor the mother of my children. I don't care what we've been through, you know. So we meet people for a reason. I think we are meant to meet people. Maybe not for a long time, maybe for just a season, but we are meant to meet certain people in our lives, you know. I see that now. And as I said on a recent podcast, we no longer live regrets. We turn regrets into lessons. You know, only miserable people who don't want to learn nothing. It's the regret to them, because regret is a state of mind. That's how you feel.
Right, just like failure.
Yeah, and that's what the power of productivity is all about. Knowing things for what they are. Yep, but you got to be on the outside of that matrix to see that. All right, again, salute to all the artists we named. Hip hop, birthdays. We gonna get up out of here. I know we have said that already, but I'm glad. I like when we talk. That means because we didn't get to do this. We haven't seen each other in a while, so that's why we're talking. But we know those can relate to what we said about the entry jobs and all that. Salute to all those who have entry jobs, and have other outlets, have other gifts. Don't just let that job be it. Don't just go home and sit down.
Stepping stone.
Yeah, you got to have other things. Like Lord Lamont, we do music. We do other stuff. We got to get it in the works because, he's working and stuff and trying to get things going. But that's what productivity is all about. But there will be things to come, I promise. All right, we're going to get out of here, brothers and sisters. And may we all keep that ultimate peace in our part of the world, wherever we are. And this has been another edition of Father and Son Discussion with your boy
Lord Lamont
and EBX Cares. And we'll catch y'all on the next one. And stay great out there, family, brothers and sisters, generals in the world and online. Salute.
Peace.
And before I lead off, thank those for joining us on the view of my banner here. I meant to speak on it, and that's where our mind is elevated, somewhere up in the skies, over the horizon. Again, you'll see that in a lot of my banners. So that's where we got to keep our mind elevating. So just wanted to explain that banner. Thank those for coming in. Thank you.